Hey everybody, it's Christy with Farmers Market, and just wanted to give a quick review and report on the progress of the garden. So these videos are for me to keep track of what's going on so I don't forget, and if I do, I can just go back and watch a video and see how things were going, and to help others learn as well. So I hope you enjoy and you get something out of this video. As you can see, we have a bunch of wood chips piling up over there, which is great. We had to contact about a dozen different tree services locally. I had probably 6 of them tell me that they were going to bring wood chips, and 2, maybe 3 have. The last group that I've found is piling them up really tall, which is great because I think that they'll compost better. As you can see on those, there's a ton of Bermuda grass growing up onto them. So when people talk about, and a guinea saying hello, a couple of them, and the guineas will do my pest control, which is great. But the Bermuda grass is pretty invasive, and our whole garden is full of it. So I'm putting down the cardboard first, and then putting the wood chips on top of that. So this green patch here is the very first section that I did, and I only put down 1 layer of cardboard, which I've learned is a big no-no. The downside to putting down a lot of layers of cardboard is it takes longer for it to break down, but I figure with something that's as invasive as Bermuda grass, it's going to take a long time for it to smother. And I'm even going to experiment out there where the garden will continue. The garden's actually going to continue all the way down to the road, but I'm going to try some plastic tarps and putting those down for like a year and seeing if that kills it, because most of the time when you put a kiddie pool or something, the grass dies underneath. And like Paul Gauchi says, the no sunlight, no oxygen, it's going to die. That pile of grass growing there was all chicken litter. So it's nice and fertilized, and that's all Bermuda grass growing through there too. But that's kind of a quick view of the garden from overhead. And I'll show you a few things that we have going on a little bit closer. And make sure you check out some of my other videos if you want to see more details on, the methods I've used and whatnot. Have some comfrey over here, and some Chinese chives, which are a mild chive. We only have 1 that's left, so I'm hoping it makes it. Some basil, some goji berries, and some oregano. If you've seen my other videos, you saw that I had garlic there. It didn't get very large, but I also planted in the wood chips, which is a big no-no. You're supposed to plant in the soil. I've modified that by putting soil down in between the wood chips, and things still kind of have been stunted. I think it's the whole nitrogen thing. You might have heard that nitrogen gets sucked up by wood chips. So I've done some things to change that a little bit. These are Egyptian walking onions, which I've had for a while, since I was in my apartment, and I still haven't figured out where I want to put them. And then we also have deer, and I don't have a fence yet, so that's been an issue with the growing of vegetables. We have some pepper plants down here. I just planted those last week, and the one way down on the end actually has a tiny little jalapeno, so that's kind of cool. But I'm hoping that these get some more growth, and it looks like it's going to be raining. We're getting a nice little gust of wind through here, so hopefully it'll be bringing in some rain. Got some tomatoes that I also planted last week. With this fence here, I'm going to be tying the tomatoes up to the fence to give them some support. Got some peas and some sugar snap peas. The sugar snap peas started taking off really well after I put some chicken litter by them. We got our ducks and our chickens. Our ducks are Muscovies, so they're actually a waterfowl. They're not technically a duck. And eating some algae, little miss. These kiddie pools work great for them. They don't need a whole lot of water as far as being able to swim. Our chickens like the pools, even though they get all dirty. They have nice, fresh, clean water inside. And I change the water often, but they make a mess of it. These are the strawberries that you have seen on previous videos. And I've got some pecan trees growing up here every so often. Here's some Bermuda grass. This is how it kind of pops up. In this area I raked recently, so it's gonna be, yeah, nice and shallow. Let's see if I can find some more here. But I just pull it up every few days and then throw it in by the chickens, and they come running. So there's only a few that time, a few little pieces of grass, so they're not running as much. But yeah, this whole area is going to be redone with the cardboard. I put a bunch of cardboard down. This area is all new with the trellis, so it got the thick, full layers of the cardboard. I sometimes leave the tape on just because we have so much to do here, and I'm able to pull the tape up as I plant things. In this section here, I didn't put a real thick layer down, I'm guessing, and the Bermuda grass is just creeping in. Plus, I haven't touched this section, so we are getting more cardboard boxes daily, and working on that. So, and this is our trellis that I built. We have a bunch of different vining vegetables that I'll do some updates on, but this video is getting kind of long and I don't want to keep you on here forever. So if you want to see more, I'm posting on our Facebook page often, which is Farmers Arket, and we do have a website that I'm starting to work on. So there's not a ton up there, but there is some information, and there'll be more information as things progress and that we get into the farmers market and all that. And the website is also Farmers Arket, that one is .com. That is FARMERSARTKET.com. So go ahead and check on in there and shoot me an email if you'd like. And I'll keep making these videos, and hopefully you learn something as I learn something, and we can keep progressing together. Thanks for watching.